Welcome back. We're here to cover the karmic third party energy. And for those of you that don't know, I'm Yildiz from Yildiz Readings, your host, and we are going to be looking at the current energy that the karmic third party is experiencing. Now, if there are some energies that are coming through in relationship to a romantic, intimate relationship through the channeled messages, we will make reference to it in the second half. Without further ado, let's take a look at this read. Now, I did see straight away that the frequency of this individual this week was feeling quite disillusioned and really lackluster where it did come to inspiration. It was almost like they were quite perplexed by what to do, where to go, how to deal with it. And from a creative point of view, it could be that they're lacking confidence and going down into those darker realms of energy where it does come to what to manifest and what to push forward. Now, some may be attaching to circumstances more from a karmic codependent point of view, especially where it comes to the cycles of their life and moving back into old patterns of conditioning. Where before maybe they had this confidence, and they're really looking back to this from the most recent past. It was this feeling almost like they were in their ultimate, they were in their prime when they were younger, when they were flowing, when they were maybe solo or feeling more empowered in the circumstance. And they're directly feeling so much is changing in the world and so much is changing within their own personal world that they're really not feeling as though they're on this realm. It's like, where is that dream? Where is that beautiful reality that they wanted to create? And they feel that the only way they can get back to that is by really confronting some of these circumstances or to choose a path directly that feels is more in resonance for them. They're very fretful that there is a potential that some of these old wounds can resurface, and it can be because of those things. They're going back to old patterns, old conditioning of trying to locate things that feel more substantially in alignment and physical for them. Now, like I said, the very strong feeling, and I'm going to pull a clarifier because the very strong feeling was codependence, and it was feeling as though, yeah, we did get that. Like there were choices for them, and it is a choice they're making, but it's more from a lower frequency, and we do see some yellow coming through on these cards, and it is because that confident vibration of who they used to be, the shadow side of that is actually them moving into a lack of confidence, which is then sort of like utilizing manipulative skills to get what they want without having to do the work in it. And sometimes it does feel more work to actually lower your standards and accept something that is quite falling short. And having to say goodbye to maybe a hope and dream based on a codependent attachment. Now, this could be finances, it could be the confidence to be yourself, it could be the confidence in being able to find something that resonates with you more so, or tackling the areas of life from a creative perspective to actually get a different outcome. So it does feel as though it's almost like they're saying goodbye to that version that could actually be rebirthed at. That brand new version of maybe who they are. For some, we may get into this in the romantic sector. It could be actually operating from that sphere also. I don't feel they're wanting to jump in the deep end of a brand new beginning, even though they're being called to. And I feel they're really, there's this predator energy here. And it feels more in a manipulative sense. It's like trying to actually swing things in their favor, leaving circumstances to move towards another area of life where it's going to give them more of what they want. But again, it's not really more of what they want. It's more that's going to serve their purpose. This is almost where they're putting their heart aside. It might be showing... it might be showing other individuals that they have actually put some issues to bed. But it feels if this person's laying their swords down, the cards are really referencing they really haven't. It's a tactical approach, especially in the context of romantic, intimate relationships and where their heart resides and what they're really wanting to move towards. And I do think this has something to do with the karmic relationship. You know, within the sphere of the karmic relationship, I do feel for some it is that they know they need to say goodbye to this circumstance, that it doesn't really resonate with them, that they haven't really had any fruit bear from this tree, and they are being ushered to move in a different direction. So it could be, instead of actually addressing the elephant in the room, going off on their own and actually developing themselves to move back to who they used to be. They're actually in avoidance of that, even though they do see they were in their better version of themselves, maybe prior to getting into this circumstance. So it's almost like they know what the dream is, but are they willing? Is the juice worth the grind? That is the question. And if it's not, they're actually going to choose where they're going to think it's a dream. It's actually not going to be a dream, because they directly are unable to realize the potential of what something could be, because they're putting the direct work in and the effort. And so they're shying away from the circumstance and wanting the easy way out so that they can just feel that they're in their own biorhythm. Now, this could be because they very much are feeling they just simply don't have the energy to address it. And I'm hearing the term girls just want to have fun. It's like that they want that. This could be flirtation. And I'm really getting a reference to the third party here. And although we can look at the karmic energy as a third party energy, this person could actually be entertaining another individual or another path to avoid doing the internal work and really not having the confidence to do that at this point in time. I feel they're showing people what they want to see. I feel that they're showing intimate connections as well as others what they're wanting, and they're far less willing to give more to get more. So it feels as though they're expecting everybody else to give them more, with them giving less. And they're not wearing their heart on their sleeve at this point in time. And this is causing a lot of conflict within relationships. Let's have a look at what this is. Okay. What are they guided to do? Yeah, they're guided to take action. They're guided to look at the foundation of this. And this can be the steps, actions, and words. This can be having a candid conversation and actually addressing the elephant in the room. But I feel they know what the outcome of that's going to be, and it's giving them a lack of confidence. Because they do know there will be a consequence for an action here. And so they're just really holding this at bay, even if they're not loving it. And I think this is something that is going to be non-manageable. I do think the cat is going to get out of the bag. I do think this is going to be something that is going to come to a head. And although they're very determined that this is the way they're going to proceed forward, I feel that the interference from their guides is coming in and it's entering their dream state. And it's really causing some mental anguish and conflict. So the poker face energy of keeping everything a fake facade, it's like people are clocking onto it around them. Okay, is there something of the past coming through, please? Is there some information about the past with shady connections coming up? Yes, there could be. There could be some serious consequences. They also know that this could actually lose them wealth, but they're actually not seeing this coming. This is something of the past, and it's actually going to force them into some responsibility. So universe is actually giving them an opportunity at the moment, but I don't think they're actually seeing it as such. This opportunity is to listen to their intuition and to actually address once and for all a blockage and a codependent kind of frequency they've had, because they've got a get out of dodge card. And this get out of dodge is your time is running out. Some information is coming out into the open. And by actually working on the areas that they have been quite codependent on, it means that when the tower falls, they're going to have a footing. And so their guides are warning them about this, before this happens. And if they're still not answering the call, this saying goodbye is going to be one that is going to feel very bittersweet, because it will be a goodbye to everything they have been codependent on. And regardless, they either address it now or forcibly, universe is making them accountable for any of their actions inside a karmic third-party relationship. This can be down to what they have done in the dark, how they had built a home. For some, it also could be that they're needing to physically move home. And it also can be an opening into what went down previously in a connection surrounding tribe, family, and children. Now, stay tuned for any of our updates. We do regularly update you through community. We also have a subscribers community tab now if you do want to share and comment. Now, if you haven't subscribed, we'd love to have you. Separately, if you want to join our Sage in a Circle network, we have a landing page online, and it has all the sign-up information for you and what is hosted inside it. Otherwise, I'd love to hear how this relates to your twin flame path and any juicy info and tips you might have for the collective.